That's some good water. Sometimes it feels like when you're walking this path of becoming confident or becoming the best version of yourself, that no one believes in you and that you might be doing it alone. No one supports your goals. But here's the truth. You don't need anyone else's permission to succeed. All you need is to give yourself the permission to succeed. Now, before we get started, for those of you who don't know, my name is Rick Goodman and I'm the creator of Vexick Fitness. And I'm on a journey to create a strong society through building strong individuals. Now, if that interests you, then make sure to like and subscribe and to turn on the post notification bells and to stay tuned for more great content coming to you in the near future. Now, if that interests you, let's dive right into it. When it comes to confidence, confidence is not built by waiting for others to believe in you. It's built through showing up every single day and taking action for yourself and showing that you can do the work, proving to yourself that you are capable of being more than what you currently are. From my own personal life, and this goes with a lot of things, but since we're talking about strength training and martial arts, I'll keep it with that. But this can be applied to anything, really. It's a universal rule. It's that when you prove to yourself that you can show up, you prove to yourself that you are the type of person that can take action and do work, put in work, you become the type of person who is capable of doing so much more than what you previously thought you were. You become the type of person who builds confidence brick by brick by becoming the greatest version of yourself. Now, from my own experience, I don't want to say I was a very unconfident kid, but when I was a kid, I definitely had a lot of people shit on me for trying to do a lot better and be more than I was. And this comes from people definitely being insecure. I don't care what anybody says, but it's the thing I've talked about before with Nietzsche and the slave morality. You see somebody doing better, and instead of trying to do better yourself, you try to tear them down because that's all you're really good for, if I'm being honest. I've definitely had a lot of this happen when I started this YouTube channel and I started posting more because I like anime and video games and movies, even though I don't really watch or play any of those anymore, not as much as I used to. And I've always loved the hero's journey. I've always loved characters that built themselves up. You know, characters like Vi, Samurai Jack, Eren, Jon Snow, Midoriya, Asta, Kratos, Invincible, all those characters. I always thought they were really cool because they can prove to themselves, even with powers, without powers, it doesn't matter. They've proven to themselves that they can do more and be more than they thought they were capable of. And a lot of people just don't take this into consideration when it comes. They think, oh, it's just a movie, it's just a TV show, whatever. But the truth is, you don't need cheerleaders. You just need to take action. And the only person you need to truly prove this to is yourself. Because when you prove to yourself, and I know it might upset your parents, it might upset other people when you try to do something that's out of the norm. But when you prove to yourself that you can make a change, you prove to yourself that you can be better than you were before, that speaks volumes and it starts to change your soul. You start to realize that, okay, I'm not the person who I used to be, but I'm so much greater than I am. That being said, it could be the opposite effect. You can end up going into a downward spiral because you didn't take action. I've actually had a lot of friends who told me that they were not jealous, but that they wish they had done a bit more strength training or physical activity when they were in high school, or that even in the past few years that we've left high school, because I'm 24, they wish they had trained more. And ironically, COVID actually did really well for us with that, because my friend Matt and I, it started out with just the two of us. We kept posting on Instagram saying, yeah, we're doing this workout, yeah, we're doing Muay Thai, yeah, we're training, we're doing this in the backyard. And eventually we got more and more. It started out with just us, then Dominic joined, then that's how I met my friend Sebastian, who's my current coach. We inspired my friends like Jeremy, Micah, Aaliyah, and so many more people, to the point that we've had over 30 people join us for martial arts, for weight training, for powerlifting. Well, actually we didn't do powerlifting at the time, but weight training, calisthenics, etc. And we realized that We could start a movement if we really tried. We basically did, and it was only a few of us. It started with just the two of us, and it expanded out into so much more. It should be your duty as a person to do your absolute best, because in my opinion, when you do your best, when you make yourself the best version of yourself, you can inspire others to take action. That's the whole point of superheroes. That's the point of people like Captain America and Superman and Spider-Man, is that they inspire others to rise up and to do better themselves. Because when, let's be honest, shit hits the fan, you're going to wish that you had trained. You're going to wish that you had taken action when you needed to, because those reps, you may not see it immediately, but they build up after a long time, and you will eventually become better. When you master a new martial arts technique that you've been practicing, or you hit that new PR, you realize that you are a lot stronger than you ever thought possible. Hell, I never thought I could lift more than 200 pounds when it came to bench. But when I did, I started to realize, like, holy crap, I can actually become way stronger than I ever thought capable. Even though there's the, science that says that people like me who have smaller chest cavities and longer arms aren't exactly built for doing powerlifting. I don't care. I'm still going to do it anyway. I'm going to defy the things that and limitations that people say that I have, or that even I told myself that I had. I think school was a very much key point when it came to that, because when I was in school, I remember I would try to shoot for A's even though I was at a D or a C. And my teachers, depending on the teacher, one of them, she had good intentions, but I don't think she should have said it this way. She said that I should just shoot whatever the next grade was above that. That can work. Don't get me wrong, that definitely does work. You do want to start out with something small and build yourself up from that. But I think, especially at that time, you need that inspiration, especially to me as a teenager. You need that inspiration to realize, like, oh, I can do so much more than I ever thought capable of. I just need to actually work at it and work hard, and I can become a straight A student. My dad, while saying that A students make great employees for C students, would tell me to still get A's, not because he wanted me to be a worker or an employee or whatever, but because of the fact that he knew I could be so much more than I was capable of, than I thought I was capable of at the time. And it took me a long time to understand it, but I finally understood that, okay, he just wants me to actually try and put in the effort. And when you try and you put in the effort, or you don't try, you just do, your confidence builds up and you become a greater person than you ever thought possible. I keep recycling this same point, just in different ways, because you need to get this ingrained into your mind. You need to think and truly believe that you can become a greater person than you ever thought possible. Because when you do that, you will take yourself places that you never thought possible. I went to Thailand and I trained Muay Thai there, and I kept telling Matt, he kept saying, oh yeah, our cardio is not that great, which it wasn't. We're not used to this heat. We haven't trained Muay Thai as long as a lot of these other people. And then we went to this place called Dang Muay Thai over in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And we were falling behind when it came to the cardio. We realized, okay, I'm pretty damn tired. But then they separated us into 3 different groups. It was like beginner, middle, advanced. And the guys came up to us, the coaches came up to us and said, oh, how long have you guys been doing Muay Thai? Are you beginner, or are you advanced? Are you middle? We thought we were going to be placed in the middle group, because I told them I'd been going at the time for about 8 years on and off. And Matt told them that he'd been going for about, I think he said 6 years or 7 years, again, on and off. And they were like, okay, you guys are going the advanced. And we were like, what, really? And they were like, yeah, you guys are advanced. Like, and I told him too, is that because he was saying, what gives me the right to say that he didn't say this like this way, but basically said, like, what gives me the right to put out this kind of information on YouTube and say that I can teach people? And it's because I have trained with professionals. I've gone to UFC, I've trained with professional fighters, maybe not like top UFC fighters, but I've gone to UFC gyms, I've trained with a lot of top fighters, I've learned different types of Muay Thai techniques, I paired that with karate, so I'm really good at striking, I believe. And then I've also powerlifted, I've strength trained. You will never get to that point unless you take action. You only will get there if you take action. You need to take action, and you need to truly believe that even if you're not capable of doing something at the moment, you are able to get to that point eventually, and you can become greater than you ever thought possible. Now, To wrap this up, I'm going to say this. You don't need to wait for others to believe in you. You need to start believing in yourself through the actions you take. And you need to start believing in yourself step by step by step. You will have times where you'll fail. You'll have times where you injure yourself. I don't know if you guys can see that. You'll have time. I've sprained my ankle, I've injured my lower back, hyperextended my hip, I broke my finger, and yet I still get back up eventually, and I keep going back, because as long as I'm not dead, as long as nothing is permanent, I will still continue. And the only reason I've gotten this confident now is because no matter who tries to tear me down, no matter what life throws at me, no matter how difficult the challenge might seem, no matter how many plateaus I might hit, I will still keep trying. And the only reason I've gotten here is because I put in the effort in the first place. And you can do the same. And then when you do, watch how the world will take notice. So that wraps it up for this video today. This is more of just a regular talking video. I think I'm going to do a lot of these talks because I enjoy them very much rather than the scripted like bullet points. But, you know, let me know in the comments how you guys enjoyed this video. Do you like these more, or do you guys like the actual topics more where I'm talking about certain points, point by point? So let me know down in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.